guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match analysis from the match yesterday between Barcelona and Elche, where Barcelona came out on top by 3-0 at the Camp Nou. We're going to take a look at some of the key stats from the match, analyze some of the players' individual performance, analyze the team's performance, take a look at some stats, and of course react to Ronald Koeman's post-match press conference and the match reaction of 2 other players. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get to 200 likes on this video. It would be very much appreciated. And of course, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Let's start out by reminding you guys the starting lineup on the night. It was as follows: Ter Stegen in goal, Mingueza, PK, Umtiti, Jordi Alba, De Jong, Pedri, Frenkie, Braithwaite, and Lionel Messi. And the subs on the night were Dembele, Busquets, Lenglet, Griezmann, and Dest. Of course, Dembele came on for Pjanic, Busquets came on for Frenkie. Then a triple substitution happened between Lenglet, Griezmann, and Dest, and Jordi Alba, PK, and Braithwaite came off. Let's take a quick look at the covers from the Catalan newspaper. Firstly, Mundo Deportivo come out saying there's goals, there's a league, and Sport come out saying Messi leads the way. Let's take a look now at the full-time stats. Of course, Barcelona dominated possession with 65%, with a total of 9 shots on the night, with 5 of them being on target. Big chances created, corner kicks, passing, dribbling. Barcelona dominated in that sense, but the main stat I want to take a look at is possession loss. Barcelona in this match only losing possession 102 times in total, which of course is a big improvement compared to the other matches that we played. Let's take a look at the SofaScore full-time player ratings. They gave Ter Stegen a 7.1, Oscar Mingueza and 7.2 with a 7.3, Gerard Piqué with 7.2, Jordi Alba 7.5. Midfield, of course, very, very strong. De Jong 7.8, Pedri 7.3, Pedri getting a high 7.2, which I thought was very, very generous for him. Martin Braithwaite getting a 7.9 with the second highest rating in the whole team. Messi with a 9.0, absolutely brilliant. And they give Frenkie a 6.6. I think that's very harsh on him. I don't think he was the worst player on the pitch, but the main reason why his rating is very low because of course he missed that big chance in the first half. On your screen right now, you can see the heat map and the passing map of all the players plus Dembele and Busquets. The few players I want to point out, firstly, Umtiti, absolutely fantastic. As you can see, he misplaced a few passes with those, wrist pass. Same with PK, those left diagonals to Jordi Alba were the ones that he misplaced. Mingueza as well, very, very involved in the play as well. Only misplaced 3 passes, all of them being crosses, so you can't really, blame him for that. Busquets as well, didn't even misplace a single pass when he came on the pitch, which is absolutely fantastic. Also want to take a look at Pjanic. As you can see, he completed all the simple passes, but those passes where there's always a bit of a risk, between the lines, between the midfield and the defense of Elche. Didn't really have a good completion rate in that sense, so that's something he definitely needs to improve on for sure. Let's now take a look at some of the stats from this match. Firstly, Barcelona have attempted 2 shots on target in the first half, both coming from Frenkie, their lowest tally in 45 minutes of a home game this season in all competition. No player from Europe's top 5 leagues has scored more goals than Lionel Messi for Barcelona in 2021 in all competitions. Barcelona are now unbeaten in their last 14 league games. Only Manchester City with 17 in Europe's top 5 league have a better league run than Barca. Messi becomes the first player in the Liga this season to score in 7 consecutive appearances, which of course makes him the top scorer so far for the Pichichi with 18 goals. For the first time in the club's history, 4 French players featured at the same time for Barcelona at the Camp Nou. Pedri made more tackles and more ball recoveries than any other player on the pitch during the game against Elche. Braithwaite in his previous 40 years for Barcelona only gave 1 assist, and today he gave 2. Also in this match, Pedri played in 3 different positions. He played on the left-hand side of the midfield in the 4-3-3, played in the double pivot in the 4-2-3-1, and then got moved to the left mid in 4-2-3-1 as well. And finally, Barcelona have now played 2,900 La Liga matches. Let's get in now to Ronald Koeman's post-match press conference reaction and the match reaction of 2 other players. The 2 other players are Jordi Alba and Martin Braithwaite. Let's get in and see what they all had to say. Let's start off with Martin Braithwaite. Of course, Braithwaite in this match played 2 different positions and put in 2 different performances. In the first half, in the left wing, absolutely crap. In the second half, as striker, was very, very good. Got 2 assists as well. Let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying that I'm very happy. We had a good game, and now it's time to focus on Saturday's game against Sevilla. I think this is the first time I've given 2 assists in a game, but I hope it's not the last. I saw Messi and I tried to help him score, as well with Alba for the 3rd goal. I feel good giving 2 assists tonight. Let's get in now to Jordi Alba. Of course, Jordi Alba in this match put in a very, very good performance and also got a goal. Let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying that the truth is that we want to fight for La Liga. The draw against Cadiz was a very, very tough blow. If we are not at 100%, it's difficult for us to win. Today, it was difficult for us to find space in the first half, but in the second half, everything went well. The energy is always there. As the coach said, the players who have been here the longest have to try to make the youngsters feel more comfortable. Leo's 2 goals have given us peace of mind. Now we have to continue improving and win games. These are difficult moments, and we have to be more united than ever. Let's now get into Ronald Koeman's post-match press conference reaction. Of course, he's the manager. He sets up the team and the tactics, and his opinion matters the most. Let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying that we are much better in the second half than we were in the first half. Everything went more fluently and we had more depth. Then he was asked about criticizing the veterans in this team, saying, do you refer to Leo in that veteran category as well? He said, when I talk about veteran players, I don't mean Leo Messi because his effectiveness is still impressive, but other veterans have to make a difference. Then Koeman was asked about the team's attitude during the game, saying, did you like it? Was it fluctuating? What are your thoughts on it? He said, I like the team's attitude, that we couldn't score in the first half, but that doesn't mean our attitude was bad. Sometimes things just don't work out. We're humans, not machines. Then Koeman was asked about Pjanic's performance, saying, look, he got subbed off at halftime. Do you think he did well? Was he poor? Why did you take him off? He said that Bianchi has to work on his rhythm on the ball and his positioning. When you change a player, it seems like it's his fault, but it's not in that case. With Dembele, we had to get more depth. That's why we set them on. Then he was asked the same question, but this time in regards to Griezmann. He said that Griezmann needed rest because he has played a lot. We have many games coming up, and sometimes fatigue is visible. We have to be fresh, and hence the change today. Then Koeman was asked about the second half performance in Barcelona. He said that in the second half, the team has improved. When we pass the ball between the lines towards Messi, we can create a lot of danger. Then Koeman was asked about the rotation in the starting lineup, saying was rotations due to the fact of for freshness or due to the fact that there was, players not performing. He responded by saying that we went for rotation because of the busy schedule we have and in order to have a new dynamic. Then he was asked about the dominating performance from Pedri from midfield. He said that it's always important to have players like Pedri because they can play in various places. Only smart players can do that, and he is one of them. Then he talked about something on Dembele and how much it made an impact. He said that Dembele's entry gave us freshness in the attack tonight. Koeman continues on by saying that before the match we were determined to win and play a good game, but sometimes things just don't go the way you wanted. In the last 14 to 15 games in the league, we were very, very good, but because of the points that we lost early in the season, we're now a bit behind, so now we cannot lose anymore. Koeman was then asked about the title, saying, is there still a chance that Barcelona can win this league? He said that we have to win all of our matches in order to maintain the title. Koeman then concluded by saying that today's win definitely will leave us in a good mood for tomorrow. And that concluded Ronald Koeman's post-match press conference. Let's get in now and analyze some of the players' individual performances on the night. I have chosen 5 players to analyze. Those 5 players are Martin Braithwaite, Jordi Alba, Frenkie De Jong, Pedri, and Lionel Messi. Let's start off with Braithwaite. Of course, Braithwaite in this match got a 7.9 SofaScore rating, which of course was the second highest for the whole team. As you can see from his heat map, all over that final third on the left-hand side and in that striker position. In the match, he played 76 minutes, had 2 assists, 24 touches, 3 key passes, 2 big chance created, which of course led to those 2 goals. Was fouled once, had 2 interceptions and 1 tackle. Of course, Braithwaite's performance tonight was a game of 2 halves. First half was absolutely poured down that left-hand side, but when he got moved in his natural position in that striker position, did so well, got 2 assists. So now we know for sure that on the left wing, he can't play there anymore. Stick with him at the striker position if you want to use him. Next up is Jordi Alba, got a 7.5 SofaScore rating, and as you can see from his heat map, of course playing in that left back position, but of course more attackingly than he was defensively. In the match, he got 1 goal, 1 clearance, 1 interception, attempted 2 ground duels and completed 1, had 78 touches on the night, 97% pass accuracy, only misplacing 2 passes, attempted 4 crosses and completed 1, attempted 2 long balls and completed 2, and had of course 1 shot on target which led to the goal, and he attempted 2 dribbles on the night and completed 1. On the night, of course, this is pretty much a box standard performance that you expect from Jordi Alba. Was so well offensively and defensively. Again, throughout the whole entire 2021 year, he's been doing so well. All he has to do now is just keep it up. Next up is Pedri, got a 7.3 SofaScore rating, and as you can see from his heat map, I don't even know where he was. Left mid, left wing, left-hand side of the interior, right mid, CDM. He was basically all over the pitch today. In the match, he played 90 minutes, 97 touches, 91% pass accuracy. I attempted 4 long balls and completed all 4. That's impressive. I attempted 1 dribble and completed it. I attempted 10 ground duels and completed 7. Was fouled twice, 1 interception, and 4 tackles. Again, from Pedri, an all-round brilliant performance from him. Was so versatile in this match. Of course, like we talked about in the stats section, he played in 3 different positions. He's a real gem in this team. So excited to see what he's going to do for the future of this club. Next up is Frenkie De Jong, got a 7.8 SofaScore rating, and as you can see from his heat map, again, similar to Pedri, all over the pitch, of course, mainly on the right-hand side of the midfield. In the match, he played 90 minutes, had that 1 absolutely beautiful assist, 113 touches, and 91% pass accuracy, 3 key passes, and had the 3 long balls and completed 2, 1 big chance created, which of course led to Lionel Messi's goal, attempted 3 dribbles on the night and completed all 3. Oh, madre mia. Attempted 5 ground duels and completed 4, had 1 interception and 1 tackle. Frenkie De Jong throughout this whole entire 2021 year has just turned into Mr. Consistent. He has been so consistent. He has not put in 1 bad performance this whole entire year. This is the midfielder that we signed. This is the midfielder that we wanted from Ajax. This is the midfielder we paid $75 million for. He has been brilliant. Again, just keep it up from him. He has been superb. And the final player is, of course, Lionel Messi. Get a 9.0 SofaScore rating. I'm just still in awe of that rating. As you can see from his heat map, of course, all over that final third, in that false 9, right wing, left wing, wherever in that front 3, he was there. On the night, he played 90 minutes. 2 goals, 2 shots on target, attempted 7 dribbles on the night and completed 4, 90 touches, 83% pass accuracy, 2 key passes, of course created 1 big chance in the match, attempted 11 ground duels and won 6. He lost the ball 21 times in this match, which of course what do you expect with Lionel Messi with all the risks that he takes, and he had 1 tackle. Again, another world-class performance in Lionel Messi. Every single week, it's the same thing, world class, world class, world class. You don't get anything more and you don't get anything less. And what's beautiful about Messi that at the end of the match, he had a very humbling moment. The goalkeeper Elche came up to him and asked him for his jersey. The goalkeeper said to walk away, and Messi said to him, hey, I want your jersey as well. It's just so humble from the guy. He is just he's just the definition of greatness. So just to end off this video, the long-anticipated Joan Laporta sporting project has been released this morning. He did a full presentation releasing everything about his sporting project. Let's get in and see what Joan Laporta's sporting project is. Juan Laporta started off by announcing that Victor Valdes and Eto'o Almani will be joining his team. And he also announced that Alberto Benitez will also be joining his team. He is of course the man who discovered many La Masia products such as Xavi and Iniesta. Now there were 3 Barcelona legends that came out during the sporting presentation and backed Juan Laporta. Those 3 legends are Rafael Marquez, Deco, and Samuel Eto'o. And there's also a 4th legend that they mentioned, and that was Carlos Puyol, but it's not definitive if he will come. But the vice president of Juan Laporta, Rafael Yusti, came out saying that we love Carlos Puyol and we know that he'll help us a lot. I have a great personal relationship with Puyol, and if we win, without a doubt, we want him to become part of our team. Straight off the bat, Juan Laporta has got 4 absolute legends of the game of Barcelona already in his team, which is absolutely fantastic. And also, of course, Rivaldo came out and backed Juan Laporta as well, but this is known for a couple of weeks now. Every time Rivaldo, as you all know, Rivaldo does interviews every other week. He came out, of course, backing Juan Laporta as well. Now, some of the sporting aspects that Juan Laporta will be implementing is, firstly, the whole base of the model will be around Johan Cruyff. The first team will consist of youth players as well as differential players worldwide. Also stated there's going to be more importance on the women's team as well as La Masia's women's football. There will also be structural improvements. Also talks about La Masia, saying that La Masia will be giving a lot more promise. It will be a new training center for elite athletes, new talents, development of new players, importance of trainers, all that sort of stuff. And also there's going to be a guarantee of economic and sporting stability, but the infrastructure will also be improved. He also talks about how Barcelona will rise back to the top and become the center of sporting excellence. There will also be a solid sporting structure with working coaches and staff members. Sports moderators is also expected under Juan Laporta. Having a good mentality, sporting characteristics, and personality is key. There will be a mentor for each athlete for personal and sporting growth, as well as mentally and emotionally. He also talks about artificial intelligence, AI, saying that it will be given more promise, and the aim would be to become a benchmark for the sporting world. And finally, talks about the scouting department of Barcelona, saying that it will be very powerful and improvised. Now let's get into some Juan Laporta quotes from his presentation. Firstly, he starts off by saying that football has changed, and that is something that we have to talk about with Almani. We must move forward with certain things, and we must reference in all areas. We have a lot of people who can help us improve, but first we want to talk to the professionals who are at the club already. We have many new people coming in. There's nothing finalized with Almani yet, but it is true that we count on him for the sporting project that we have for Barcelona. I see Koeman as a coach of what he should do, challenging his players as he did after the Cadets match, saying that you can't fail against Elche. When I get to the presidency, I hope that we are still alive in all competitions. We have to get Messi to smile again. If that's achieved, we can aspire for everything. Counting on Xavi, Iniesta, and Puyol, they are always linked to Barcelona. We don't want to have commitments with anyone because we don't want to use their names. The new president is the one who could incorporate them, but we have a great relationship with all of them. Speaking of Xavi, there have been reports coming out yesterday of him becoming the Barcelona manager, saying that Xavi wants to become Barcelona coach regardless of who is the president. He has worked, of course, with the organization chart with Victor Font for a long time. If Laporta wins, he still wants to be the Barcelona coach, but of course it will depend on Laporta's decision. Victor Font, some of his comments surprised me quite a bit, and he shows a certain nervousness, but I'm calm. The club works democratically. The club is alive. Griezmann, I will motivate him, and if necessary, I will do so in French. He has to be encouraged to score goals again and to believe in himself. Laporta concluded by saying that there's no transition season at a club like Barcelona. The change of mentally will be implemented as soon as we work on some small changes that have to be made. Overall, a very, very strong sporting project from Juan Laporta. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's going to win this election. He's got big names with him. He's got the backing of so many Barcelona legends. He's going to easily walk this election for sure. So that was my match analysis for Barcelona versus Elche. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below on everything we discussed. Or if you want to mention something that I didn't mention. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys some more for the match preview for Sevilla versus Barcelona at the Ramos Sanchez Beach 1. It's going to be a huge game. So I'll see you guys then. Take care and Forza Barca. Yeah.